Hi, everyone. Okay. Have you ever been in a situation where you needed help, but you didn't have anyone to call except a stranger passing by? Well, that's happened to me quite a few times over the past few years. My name is Chandrika Bakshi, and I'm a senior at Valencia High School. Now, one of the first few instances I recall was about 2 years ago. Every other week for the past 2 years, I've met up with a group of my peers for a service club, Interact. We plan volunteer events, and one day, it was probably 10 of us in a group, and we were continuing as usual. I never questioned our safety until one day I heard a loud bang. But what frightened me even more was that I recognized a woman that was peering in on us through the window. That day, I had biked to the meeting, and when I was bringing my bike over, this older woman called out, "I love you." Now, this might have been my fault, but thinking nothing of it, I said it back, and a few of the other kids mentioned they talked to her too. However, we were all frozen in that moment, wondering what to do. She was banging on the door, drawing symbols with her spit, and threatening us, like, "Oh, if you move or try to call anyone, I'm gonna break this door down." And I had a million thoughts in my mind. Even if I could call someone, my parents were gone for the whole week, and I didn't know what to do. Then we all gathered in a small little group, and our club president, with his hand shaking, called 911. Not long after, the police came to our rescue and distracted the woman while we all ran out the back. We typically only call these officers when we need their help, but we never realize how much of their effort they put in to help us. A study by Saul Jaeger for the US Department, posted in 2024, states that officers are 2 to 4 times more likely to suffer from PTSD than the general US population. PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, is a mental condition in which people is a mental condition that is the result of a traumatic event. It can shape the way people experience their lives and alter their view of the world. Along with that, a study for Biomed Central Psychiatry surveyed 412 officers about their mental health. One screening was reported to their advisor, whereas the other screening was kept completely confidential. The data, as shown on this graph, indicates high levels of stress and depression. But I would like to highlight the difference between the levels of PTSD reported. The PTSD levels reported confidentially are much higher than those that were reported to their advisor, which means that even if these officers are struggling, they feel they have no one to talk to, or they're afraid to talk to others. One more fact I would like to highlight is that based on a report for the Center of Naval Analysis in 2024, there were 1,287 deaths by suicide there were 1,287 deaths of public safety officers by suicide from the years 2016 to 2024. 1,287. To put that into reference, this is what 1,000 people look like. Suicide is one of the leading causes of death, and it is often caused by mental struggle. Carrying these experiences with them creates extra stress and anxiety in the police officers. These police officers see the ugliest sides of humanity, yet they continue to show up each and every day and put forth their best effort. They serve as role models for the strength that we should have for ourselves and others. They see the worst sides of humanity on a daily basis, so my friends and I decided to show them the positive sides of humanity. One day, a few years after that event I described earlier, I was elected as president for that club. Now, that club is based upon service above self, so I planned an event in which we could thank all the police officers that had helped us that one day. A whole group of us gathered, and we made thank you cards, personally addressing everyone in the department and thanking them for the work they did. We walked over in a big group to deliver our thanks in person, and their reactions caught us by surprise. These officers, the officer at the front told us he had never seen anything like this before, and one by one, the officers came out from the back, and we got to share this moment with them. I particularly remember one officer with tears in his eyes saying how much he appreciated the card on his special day, and he told us that he would remember this day forever as we sang him happy birthday. Along with everything, I would like to emphasize the concept of you don't know what impact you may have on others. We didn't know we would be able to make such a big impact on these police officers, much like they didn't know what impact they had on us by providing us safety and security. I have so many recallable instances in which these police officers came to my rescue, whether it was the day I was breaking down in tears and they told me it was all going to be okay, as a police officer zip-tied the bumper to the back of my car after it was completely totaled, or the day an ambulance took my father to the hospital after he was sick. I don't know what I would have done in those situations without them. I would like to draw your attention towards offering more support for the mental health of these officers, and I encourage you all to make a difference in someone's life, no matter how small it may seem. Thank you.